Welcome back to Charger TV. I'm Jacob, joined by
Nick.
Coming off the Motocross of Nations, not much is happening.
Well, we do have some information to discuss, like student council applications in Miss Allen's and Miss Punky's room due back October 10th.
And the reminders for seniors,
Like the constant reminders to send in senior baby photos and quotes, which the photos are due October 10th and 17th.
well, yeah, but that's been persistent for a while now. Persistent like my hunger. Let's go check on our lunch for the week.
Monday will be chicken teriyaki. Tuesday will be beef and cheese burrito. Wednesday will be cheeseburger. Thursday will be Salisbury steak, and Friday will be a soft pretzel.
Sounds delicious.
As delicious as lunch food can be. Anyways,
Oh, don't dog on the food. Food is food, man.
ignoring him, let me remind you that Senior Parent Financial Aid Night is Monday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the Media Center. And if you can't make it to that, Tuesday, October 7th is another session at Ivy Tech Lafayette.
Talking about money, let's make it rain. Just joking, I don't have the cash to do that. But Beth, can you tell if it's going to be rain alongside the ever consistent climate corner, which is unlike our current climate?
Today, it's going to be sunny with a high of 88 and a low of 59. This weekend, you can expect some sun with highs staying in the upper 80s and lows in the low 60s or upper 50s. On Monday, you'll see some clouds with a high of 86 and a low of 61. Tuesday, you can expect some scattered thunderstorms throughout the day, a high of 78 and a low of 52. Clouds are going to continue throughout the week, with the rest of the week the highs are going to stay in the mid to low 70s with a high of 72 and a low of 50 on Wednesday, high of 73 and a low of 50 on Thursday, and a high of 75 and a low of 55 on Friday.
Hello Chargers, welcome back to the Climate Corner. Today, this will be a little episode on storm development. Currently, radar looks like this, and I'm out here potentially looking at a storm that may be coming in from the west. While this storm certainly is no supercell, it is still a very good demonstration of how storms develop over time. According to a second radar image here, the storm is growing and is more likely to hit us, so we can get more valuable insight into how storms develop. Well, Chargers, it's a new day about 2 days later, and that was somewhat of a disappointment. While we did see some amount of storm development, the only interesting thing I got was this single frame photo of a lightning strike. Kinda disappointing. This unfortunately just kinda goes to show that not every storm is going to be as interesting as you want it to be. Unfortunately, that's where I'm going to have to cut this episode off. Now back to the studio.
Well, that sure is the weather, all right.
Guess what? The 2026 and 2027 FAFSA is open for those who are going to college fall 2026. If you need help, attend College Goal Sunday on November 9th, 2 to 4 p.m. It sites in Crawfordsville and Lafayette for hands-on assistance. To get more information, contact Invested.
Well, that sounded like an ad read if I ever heard one. Nonetheless, it is important. But Jacob, do you know if anything else has happened locally?
No, why would I? That's Isaac's job. Mentioning Isaac, let's cut to him.
This weekend, we have a big event coming up with the Motocross of Nations, also known as the Ironman. This means that in a few days, Crawfordsville will be transformed into Motoville, and thousands upon thousands of racing fans will be in Crawfordsville, which will be around 3 times the number of people we have in Crawfordsville currently. Before that, on Friday, Nucor is holding a parade that will go through the same path as the Christmas parade. That'll be all for the local news this week, Chargers. Let's get back to the studio.
Well, that does fill your need for the local information.
Of course. Great things are happening this week. Now let's go to see what's happening with the sports of ball.
Sports, just sports. Back to Quinn for sports.
Both our varsity and junior varsity have lost to Greencastle this last week. Today, our varsity football team will be taking place at Crawfordsville away. Tomorrow, our JV team will be playing with them at home. Volleyball this week, our volleyball team have won against North Vermilion Attica. Next week, they will be playing Sheridan at home Thursday. Girls soccer team won against Beach Grover, but lost at Faith Tristan at Crovington. Next week, they will be playing at their sessional game against Lebanon at Lebanon. Odd. Girls golf regional on Saturday. Mallory Inscape scored 100 with Mallory scoring a 97. Conclude our girls golf section. Across Crossy, both our boys got 6 and our girls got 4th at the Benson Stampede event and Benton Central. And Saturday they will be competing at Lebanon Gibson at the Twilight event. On boys tennis, on Wednesday our boys tennis team will play their sectional versus Southmont and won 3-2. They will be playing their sectional championship versus Crawfordsville and lost. Boys soccer this week on Thursday, our boys soccer team will play against Delphin and won. Next week they'll be playing their sectional game against Twin Lake at West Lafayette.
A lot going on as always. Not sure what I was expecting.
I seriously doubt that you know what you're talking about, calling it the sports of ball.
I know enough to know when we're winning or losing sometimes.
Enough of that. Anyways.
Before we go, seniors, please make sure to vote for your senior and teacher superlatives. Have a charging Charger week, Chargers.